for that.
Okay, sounds good. So we got DavidChong versus redrover.
Yeah, and so redrover, relatively new to the SoCal scene. She's been shown up to a bunch of stuff recently. I got a chance to play her, I think it was 2 weeks ago at TMT. So yeah, she's been kind of on the grind recently, and pretty high rate of improvement too, which is exciting to see for the newer players.
Yeah, it's always exciting to see like new blood to just show that new players are continually entering the game.
Absolutely.
Overall, a pretty good start from her.
Yeah. Interesting first stage too. Fountain of Dreams, a little bit can get a little bit messy with those side platforms moving around. Ooh.
I feel like a lot of this matchup at like low to mid levels is respecting what Peach can do to you, and then at high levels, it's kind of realizing what you don't need to respect as much.
Yeah, Chong definitely the kind of player who like works really hard to not get hit by the same thing repeatedly. So you can like watch for that. He's very like focused on adaptation. That's like one of his big things. Like, oh, I'm an adapter. And okay, he's able to take the first stock there after a pretty good little grind. And he couldn't kind of close it out easily.
You have to respect the CC because there's so much things that low percentage that Peach can just beat. Holding down.
And it's one of the things that's kind of tricky about this matchup, right? Like Sheik in general known for being not the best against crouch cancel, and Peach knowing for having an amazing crouch cancel. So Chong has to really watch for that. Nice nair up to challenge the shield drop.
I'm seeing really good tech from redrover too. The nair out of shields are really good.
Yeah, they're super clean, very fast.
Whereas most Peaches will like immediately just go for a grab. She's going for nair, which shows that she's like grinding the tech.
Yeah. Oof, just barely gets out of that one, but not able to get a big punish.
Ooh,
nice
that's the mix-up.
Yeah.
A lot of Peaches like to do that fair and then jab, and then Sheiks will like to shield. And the mix-up you can do there is just to grab instead.
Yeah, and a great edge guard as well. Really holding Chong in place. Good OMS attack, but she was ready for it.
Yeah. I feel like these days, because so many people are ready for that tech, I just like slide off the stage because I don't like to take the extra hit anyway. It's like taking double damage when you don't really need to.
Yeah, as long as you have a way to recover, I think it's something to watch for, to think about. It's not always the answer, I think, and I think some people treat it like it is. All right, so 3 stocks to 2.
She's in the lead.
Yeah, she's holding it together pretty well. Chong's got to find an answer.
I feel like what Sheik has that most floaties don't is just mobility. So if you are in a bad spot, you can just roll away, and the slower floaties just can't catch you.
Yeah, ooh, gets the butt grab.
So it just seems like so far from what I've watched of DavidChong, he doesn't understand the positions that he wants that are winning positions for the Sheik. He's kind of just like skirmishing in every spot possible, just hoping to outspace and like out-skirmish.
Right.
Whereas in this matchup, you have many set positions where you just win.
Yeah, and you sort of want to force the movement game and kind of just wait for your opportunity to play the super advantageous approach.
The way that I like to play this matchup is you force the Peach to shield, and then you can do the fair spacing and do a bunch of other stuff that Peach doesn't really have good answers to. And you can just kind of react to what Peach does. Roll, jump up, hitting buttons. Like, Sheik has answers to all those things in certain positions. Yeah,
and Peach sort of notorious for having very little reach out of shield. Like, she has fast options, but they don't put hitboxes far away from her.
Exactly. So if you're in front of her and she does not have a dash, she's actually very limited.
Yeah.
But the moment she starts running at you or floating above you is when she has that forward-moving hitbox.
Yeah. Ooh, he goes for the OMS attack on the side platform, but he misses it and ends up getting the air dodge off stage. redrover forcing Chong to last stock right here.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting down air.
Yeah.
Probably a missed input.
Yeah, I'm imagining a fair probably would have killed there. Ooh, we get the fair.
We're on last stock.
Very even so far. Chong's got to find a way to safely get redrover out of crouch cancel percents before really committing to something big, because she's been getting huge punishes off these crouches.
Ooh, good grab. We haven't seen too many of those from DavidChong.
Yeah, his needles are really strong, and he shows it there.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a nervous CC that I saw from Peach.
Yeah, and she tried to jump out. When she realized it wasn't going to work, she tries to jump out of it too.
Maybe just needs to grab ledge? No, too high. A lot of percentage. Ooh, just grab ledge and you win this.
Yeah.
What do you call that? The dragon wiggle?
I don't know. I don't know what that one is. We'll have to ask Chong after.
The dragon fall?
All right, so Chong's going to need to make a comeback here in order to hold this out. I think Chong was playing pretty nervous there in that first game. I hope he can kind of slow it down a little bit here.
I like horizontal stages more for this matchup, mainly because you have better angles where Peach has to move forward a lot more to catch up to you. If you have these angles that are a lot more close vertically, then Sheik doesn't win those positions. But being in a position where, I like to say it's like a knight's range at chess, where it's like up 1, right 2, or left 2 in terms of relative spacing, your back airs beat out most of Peach's like aerials and forward-moving hitboxes. So I would love to see a stadium, a battlefield. This is kind of controversial, but a lot of the Sheiks really like FD too.
All right, yeah, so it looks like Chong does end up deciding on battlefield for this second match. Once again, the crouch cancels, punishing Chong pretty heavily.
And one other thing,
she doesn't have a...
Oh, no, she's too high.
Yeah, good play.
We have not seen any needles.
Yeah, very limited, right? And we saw the one time he did use needles was super effective, so hopefully we see a little bit more.
And there's enough space here that he can get away with charging a few, forcing the Peach to make the first move.
Yeah.
And I usually say that like Sheik and Peach don't have the greatest approaches. They can kind of contain stage, but they can't really close the gap fully. So what you can do is run the projectile so you force your opponent to come towards you, and then you can counter poke them.
Absolutely. Yeah, and on the other hand, you know, Red Rover hasn't been focusing too much on turnips either. So interesting that both players have kind of stayed on top of each other rather than trying to sort of play that spacing game.
Yeah. I think because they're playing so close, I think Peaches would rather have that than the needle camping, platform camping, that Peach doesn't really feel a need to get the projectiles out because DavidChong is ready to engage so close. That was a really nice edge hog from Red Rover.
Yeah, and I mean, she finds herself up once again, and a pretty sizable lead, too. Chong really needs to find an answer, or he's going to find himself in losers pretty quick.
So I would like to see him contain her in shield and then just start fair poking safely. She has no answers to that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely been kind of, like, trying to put on a ton of pressure in situations where he can just sort of hold position.
Yeah. In addition to that, he's playing the 50-50 game where you run up, you do a grab, or you do a hitbox. The issue is that by being rewarded by guessing correctly, you're not getting much.
Yeah.
And if you guess wrong, you're taking a lot of damage. So it's not a favorable risk-reward or a 50-50 that you really want where you're dash attacking or you're running up grabbing.
Right, right. All right, so 4 stocks to 2. Ooh, still not getting the kill. Chong's having a really hard time here on this first stock game, too.
He needed to fair that just for that little extra knockback.
Yeah. Oh, he gets the F-tilt, but now Peach is at that awkward percent where, like, no hits connect into each other. He's got to find something stray.
Okay, finally he gets the first stock.
But he's down a stock and a half, basically. This is quite a mountain to climb right now. Let's see what he's got.
Good DI doesn't get the follow-up from DavidChong. Ooh, and DavidChong putting on a little bit of consecutive hits, showing signs of life. See, that mix-up's not good because if they do the spot dodge or guess correctly, you're just taking damage. You don't need to take that risk. Yeah, just sort of hold her there. Ooh. All right, gets the grab. What can he get off of this? He goes for the nair once again. It does add a little bit of extra damage as opposed to the forward air, so I'm okay with that. Oh, no grab. Yeah, he catches the dash attack with his shield, but then doesn't find the punish. I think Chong's playing a little nervous. I think he's got to get back in the game. All right, we're seeing a little bit more backers. You can roll away, roll away. Okay, reset. Don't go for the grab. You got to not go for the 50-50s. And the thing from a Sheik's perspective, especially when you've grown up playing Foxes and Falcons, you get rewarded so heavily off the grab that just running up throwing hitbox or running up throwing grab, that's such a good mix-up for you in that matchup. Yeah. It does not work as well against floaties. And Red Rover, once again, with just a clean, simple edge guard, finds herself up 3 stocks to 1. Chong at risk of falling to losers right here. Yeah. All right, so Chong's able to clean it up. We're at 2 stocks to 1. Ooh, I love that anti-air nair. And now we're starting to see the camping. No, he's just running. Never mind. I thought there was going to be a little bit more camping. Yeah, he showed it for a moment, but now he's just right back in there. And he gets grabbed. Is he in trouble? Yes. Yes, he is. No follow-up. Red Rover showing a great command with her little combo right there. A really tricky spot when she goes onto that next platform. But Red Rover was ready for it. And for what it's worth, as much as like Sheik kind of wins matchup, Red Rover is not giving Sheik the comfortable positions to succeed. So we have to give credit to her too. Absolutely. Yeah, she's playing really fantastic. Okay. Ooh. Chong already at kill percent on his last stock. He's got to play basically perfect here for 2 straight stocks. Yeah. He's showing a little bit more of the spacing options right now. And gets the shield grab. He finds that punish. Misses the follow. Okay, he jumps out and gets the bear.
He's got to watch for those down smashes. They kill for sure. The back throw, he's in trouble right here. Oh, okay, he finds his way. Good air dodge on that side platform.
Good shield drop fair. Okay.
All right, last stock. He's got to play it perfect, though. Basically, any straight hit wins. F throw not going to kill.
He's probably going to have to turn into Zelda, or else he's just going to die here.
Yep, and there's that nair.
Turn into Zelda, go to top platform is your only chance you have.
Oh, those needles were so smart, but he doesn't make it, and Red Rover is able to take the upset. Congratulations to her. Really, really strong showing by her.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Chong, like, you know, was making a bunch of flubs or anything. It was just she put him in bad spots repeatedly and punished him for it.
Yeah.
Really, really well played.
I think part of it, you can look at it in 2 frames, and I think kind of tunneling on one side of things is just incorrect, where you say, I played bad. But the flip side of it, you know, Mango tells us when PPMD started teaching him certain things that maybe you're playing bad because your opponent's making you play bad.
Yeah, there's so much of that in this game, and I think a lot of people do undervalue it, right? Yeah. Is I'm putting you in those bad situations.